Hey everyone, here's a new video, an update on the 33 long. I've been on vacation all week, so it's been kind of nice. Not really too much new going on with the tank. I think it's looking good though. There's tons of cherry shrimp everywhere. There's one. One. Everywhere. I feel like every day I see more of them. Keep getting plants in weird places. Random crypt right here. Jungle Val right there. And actually, this is the first times that I've actually got Jungle Val to grow. See, there's pretty sure these here are new sprouts. Yeah, these two here, this one I think and this one are new sprouts. It's cool, because I never had luck with Jungle Val before. It's been a while since I made a video, so I'm kind of out of it. But yeah, like I said, this tank is doing good. I lost some fish recently. Literally lost them. I started out with 25 white cloud minnows in this tank, and I noticed recently it didn't seem like there was 25 in here. I was like, something seems off here, and every time I count around 19 or 20. And recently I looked underneath the stand and I found two dried up carcasses, and I'm assuming that there might be more somewhere underneath there, maybe another 2 or 3 more. I think they jumped out about a couple months ago when they had the glass covers off, trying to keep the tank from overheating. When our air conditioning was not working, it was around 90 something degrees. Today's last day of my vacation. Well, tomorrow is whatever, but today's the last night I get to stay up, so that sucks. That's why I'm making this video. There's another jungle Val Sprout. I don't know what to do with that, because I'd like to try to keep the tank, escaped a little bit. On the other hand, I'm kind of happy that it's spreading and shooting runners. In the past, I've tried Jungle Val and Dwarf Sage tanks, and that I always thought they looked kind of cool, but that's not the look I'm going for with this tank. I'm shooting in a different mode here today. For the longest time, my phone has only been capable of shooting, well, not only capable, but it's the only mode I've been shooting, and it's 4K at 60 frames per second, and it makes the phone record kind of like in widescreen. So I figured I'd try something different and try in 1080p at 30 frames per second. Still looks good, but obviously 4K at 60 frames per second is nice and crisp. But it's kind of nice being able to see more in the video. I'm not really sure what's next for this tank. I wish I could add some more fish, different species of fish, but I'm afraid that would eat the cherry shrimp, and I'd rather not do that, because I'm getting a decent cherry shrimp colony growing. Do a little wide angle here. In In this particular recording mode, I can actually do wide angle. Boom. Yeah. I went to LFS recently, and they had some nice 40 breeder tanks. Still pretty cool. I was thinking about in the future maybe getting another tank or upgrading this tank, but I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. I think I'll just, keep this tank till it serves its purpose, essentially. Till it breaks, I suppose. I would love to have a huge tank in the future, literally like a huge tank, like a 125, but I don't have the time or effort to put into it, so I decided, I think in the future, I'm not going to go any bigger than 40-gallon tanks. I think it's just a good size overall. You can keep a decent enough amount of fish and plants, and at the same time be able to maintain everything easily without being overwhelmed by the sheer size of the tank. I've had a 75 before, and it was quite overwhelming, honestly. So, well, the bigger the tank, even though they say it's easier, to me it's more work. It's harder to get your arm down in there, it's harder to do this and do that. This tank is so easy to work, and that's one thing that I love about it. But, I trimmed this Rotella Indica a while back. I'm letting it regrow. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me it doesn't look awesome. I love this plant. I like just letting it grow like nuts. You can see it's growing new growth, whatever you want to call it. It's late, I can't think straight. These crypts look pretty baller if you ask me. I wouldn't mind maybe eventually separating these crypts here and putting like all Wenty on this side or something, and all crypt lucens over here. Get a shot at some of these golden white clouds. They're still doing pretty good. The ones that are left, there's still a bunch of them. I'm waiting for my LFS to get more of them in. I still like the golden ones better. I think they got nicer colors. Same as on Sword's doing alright. Ironically enough, I don't dose this tank anymore with fertilizers, and it seems to do fine. I'm guessing because I have so many fish in here, so the fish waste acts as a fertilizer somewhat. The reason I don't dose it is because honestly I always forget, so I just kind of stopped worrying about it. This tank is like completely low tech. The only thing I do in here is I use Seachem root tabs, the Florist root tabs, and they're probably due to put some more in here. But yeah, that's it. It's pretty nice being able to have a tank and everything growing without having to go crazy with stuff. Like I said, I feel like the fish waste acts like as a really good fertilizer, evidently. So, because I don't do anything different, I keep the light on. I don't know, depends on the day, but probably like 6 hours. It's a low-tech light. It's a Phoenix Stingray, so it's not like I go crazy or anything, but it's enough for these plants evidently to grow and use that. So that's really awesome. This is one of the things I also like about this tank. the height to depth ratio evidently makes it really good for growing plants. But yeah, I think I've rambled on for long enough. I'll shut up for a minute and just show the tank. Alright, peeps, I'm out.